Hi boys and girls, I'm Grace. I'm a pal and today I'm going to be reading you the story Amazing Grace. This is one of my favorite books I always used to read when I was little. This story is by Mary Hoffman and Caroline Binch. So let's get started. Grace was a girl who loved stories. She didn't care if they were read to her or told to her or even made up in her own head. She didn't care if they were in books or movies or out of Nana's memory. Grace just loved stories. After she had heard them, she sometimes, while they were still going, Grace would act them out, and she always gave herself the best part. Grace went to battle as Joan of Arc and wove a wicked web as a Nancy the spider. She hid inside a horse at the gates of Troy, and she went exploring for the lost kingdom. She even sailed the 7 seas with a peg leg and a parrot. She was Hiawatha sitting on the shining big sea water, and Mowgli in the backyard jungle. Most of all, Grace loved adventure, stories and fairy tales. When she was with no one else around, Grace played the parts all by herself. She set out to seek fortune with no one companion but her trusty cat, and found a city with streets of gold. Or she played Aladdin, rubbing a magic lamp to make genie appear from the bottle. Sometimes she could get Ma and Nana to join in when they weren't too busy. Then she was like Dr. Grace, and lives were in her hands. One day, Grace's teacher said that they would be doing the play Peter Pan. Grace knew she wanted to be it. She raised her hand. Raj said, "You can't be Peter Pan. He's a boy." But Grace kept her hand up. "You can't be Peter Pan," whispered Natalie. "He isn't black." But Grace kept her hand up. "All right," said the teacher. "Lots of you want to be Peter Pan, so have auditions next week and choose parts." She gave the words them to learn. That one's Grace, I think. When Grace got home, she seemed sad. "What's the matter?" asked Ma. "Raj said I can't be Peter Pan because I'm a girl." That just shows you what Raj knows," said Ma. "A girl can be Peter Pan if she wants to." Grace cheered up, and later she remembered something else. "Natalie says I can't be Peter Pan because I'm black," she said. Ma looked angry, but before she could speak, Nana said, "It seems that Natalie is another one who doesn't know nothing. She can be anything she wants, Grace, if you put your mind to it." On Saturday, Nana told Grace they were going out. In the afternoon, they caught a bus and a train into town. Nana took Grace to a grand theater. The sign outside read, "Rosalie Wilkins in Romeo and Juliet" in sparkling lights. "Are we going to the ballet, Nana?" asked Grace. "We are, honey, but first I want you to look at the picture." Grace looked up and saw a beautiful young ballerina in a tutu, and above the dancer said, "Stunning new Juliet." "That one there is little Rosalie from the back home, Trinidad," said Nana. "Her granny and me grew up together on the island. She's always asking me to do. I want tickets to see her Rosalie dance. So this time I said yes." After the ballet, Grace played the part of Juliet, dancing around her room in an imaginary tutu. "I can be anything I want," she thought. On Monday, the class met for auditions to choose who was the best for each part. When it was Grace's turn to be Peter, she knew exactly what to do and all the words to say. She had been Peter Pan all weekend long. She took a deep breath and imagined herself flying. When it was time to vote, the class chose Raj to be Captain Hook, Natalie to be Wendy. There was no doubt who would be Peter Pan. Everyone voted for Grace. "You are fantastic," whispered Natalie. The play was a big success, and Grace was an amazing Peter Pan. After it all's over, she said, "I feel like I could fly all the way home." "You probably could," said Ma. "Yes," said Nana. "If Grace put her mind to it, she can do anything she wants." The end. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed that book, and I'll see you later.